What's going on? Welcome to another brand new episode of Skywalking Through the League. I am your host, Bill Sheehy, and I'm joined, as always, by my Jedi partner in crime, Trey Mitchell. Trey, how you doing, buddy?
Boom! There
he is. Look at him. Look at the beautiful
pretty
man.
Good, man. I am. I see my mom for the first time in 4 months tomorrow.
Jeez.
She's coming to visit me, so that's exciting. Gonna go to the beach. Counting down the days to Spider-Man: No Way Home, as I have kind of claimed that as my whole personality for the last few months.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful personality. I love it.
What's up, Theron?
What's up?
Yeah. So yeah, everything's pretty good. I'm trying to get out this tweet that we are live going here soon. When we introduce our guest, or you can do it.
Okay, I had one ready, but here we go. I just tweeted out.
Nice.
But yeah, we have a guest today. It is our very, very good friend. Oh God, sorry.
He's actually named 2021 Hottest Man Alive.
That's true.
By Star Wars Insider.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Well, we are joined by our guest today, Star Wars Insider's 2021 Hottest Man in the Universe, Gerry the Canon Junkie. Gerry, are you there?
Hey, what's up? I'm here.
There he is. He is beautiful.
Thank you. I'm really happy to find out about this on this show. I did not know that. So that's
they actually instructed me to tell you. So that this is your live reaction.
Now is Star Wars Insider like the same guy as Ruin Johnson? Is that who that is? Or
that's the one? That's the one. I think
that
he milked the editor there or something, and for some green milk. And yeah. So it's a thought. The editor of Star Wars is Star Wars Insider is actually a thalassiren. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that.
You guys thought I was going somewhere different, but no.
You said when you said milk, a different male body part came to mind, but it is what it is. But man, what's going on in your world? Are things still Bombad at the Bombadcast and hyper focus and everything? What's going on there?
Well, they're Bombad. We got a lot going on. It's actually a busy week and everything. In fact, this is a busy night because immediately after this, I'll go ahead and plug it right now. Come and see Bill on Hyperfocus immediately after this on the Bombadcast YouTube channel and stuff. But we got a lot going on there. We got our shows and everything. I think me and Scotty are going to be breaking down the Eternals for a little bit this Thursday
sweet.
And everything. So if you haven't seen the Eternals, you probably won't want to, tune in, but
I mean, it's not out yet. So I don't know how they would have seen it.
No. Well, I mean, it's Thursday. We're going to go to a Thursday screening and come back and
I'm a little worried about it. I'm excited, but
I'm not worried at all. Like not even a little bit.
The fact that I don't, it's new character like Guardians of the Galaxy back in the day, completely and maybe that's just I don't know, like it just completely took the worry from my shoulders. It lifted my burden and was like, you're okay. You're okay.
That's literally when my roommate, as I told her that I was going to go see it with my sister on Thursday, and she's like, "What is that about?" And I'm like, "It's like with Guardians of the Galaxy."
Marvel.
She's like, "Got it." Okay, whatever. Okay, cool.
I kind of enjoy the Mount Olympus feel. It looks. I'm kind of psyched. I've heard that and I haven't heard the leaked whatever. I guess like the it wasn't even technically I guess leaked. I mean I consider it, but
Variety
like some publication
tweeted about the post credit scene.
That's
yeah. It's like, okay, it doesn't have anything to do with the movie. Well, it has to be. Anyway, you don't know how nerds work. Honestly, that some of those publications are just trying to be the first, and that's just kind of. But luckily, I missed that, so I have no clue. I'm going in blind on that respect. But we're going to be talking a little bit about Eternals this week, but we're also this Saturday.
What's going on Saturday?
We are going to be doing if I'm remembering correctly from a producers meeting last night, we just had a producers meeting. We're kind of getting everything all ironed out and all that. And we are doing the Podathon 2021. It is going to be 15 hours of Star Wars content all day, trying to raise money for Make-A-Wish. And, we're also going to be, I think for every $5 you donate, your name gets put in raffles and stuff like that. We've got a lot of prizes to give away. We got a lot of cool guests. We got a lot of cool shows we're working with and everything. We got Imperial Senate podcast. We've got Geeky Waffle. We've got Star Wars Explained. Tarkin's Top Shelf. Blue Bantha Milk. Those guys are hot right now. But yeah, they're gonna do like a special AI reading of, well, not AI reading. They're doing a special AI script of
AI generated script, isn't it?
Yes, AI generated script. Eventually, all the words will come out. But yeah, they're doing one specifically for that and everything. I think Pete's going to be talking to Matt Martin of the Lucasfilm Story Group. So cool. I think he's also going to be talking to, I'm trying to remember her first name, but it's Dave Filoni's wife, Miss Convery. She's actually where we get the name Convery. And so that's exciting stuff. We've got authors, all kinds of stuff. Oh, see, Podcast of the Wills is also going to be. What's up? What's up,
Gang's
Nick?
all here.
Yeah. Nick is going to have Paul Sun-Hung Lee on his podcast too, from I haven't seen Kim's Convenience or anything, but he's in a Star Wars.
If I can quote Kim's Convenience, okay, see you.
I wish I understood what that was. No, I'm just playing.
Watch Kim's Convenience. It's a great show. Watch it.
I've heard so much. I gotta get on it and stuff. But like, seriously, it's jammed to the gills. It's gonna be so fun. I mean, it's gonna be a day. But come and stick around, watch the shows, watch the interviews. Scotty and I are going to have actually Joseph and Ken from Force Center on. So Joseph Scrimshaw, Ken Knapsack for the uninitiated. Or I said Mr. Knapsack if you're nasty, I guess. I don't know, Ken, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
I drunkenly ran into Ken about 3 weeks ago and told him about this show. Yeah. In New York City.
That is fantastic.
I remember he texted me when that happened too, and I was like, "Dude, that's so cool. I love Ken."
My girlfriend is in the Schmodown, so we went to New York for a Schmodown event, and Ken is part of it too. And then, everyone there would kept being like I told one person that I was like, "Oh, Ken's really cool. Like, it'd be cool to talk to him." And then everyone there was like, "We got to get Trey to talk to Ken. Trey's got to talk to Ken." And then I became so nervous about it. That
He's like your Star Wars nerd crush.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey Ken, big fan of your podcast. I have a podcast. You're cool." And I started crying in a corner right afterwards. So,
listen,
dude, and I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because that was I seriously we've had Ken on before, and I was so intimidated that first time we had him on. But dude, we I met him, or I didn't. Well, I ran into him. Scrimshaw, oh man, I'm trying to say I can't. Baby Carrots, Mark Ellis.
I went and watched football with Mark the next day for a few hours. It was pretty cool.
Really?
Jesus Christ!
Trey's just dropping names.
Well, no, and then Christian Harloff follows me on Twitter now too, and then my girlfriend introduced me to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, Trey, you're the guy from Twitter," and I was like. In 2016, this would have blown my balls off.
That's so cool.
I know.
That's awesome, dude.
That's insane. I got one picture with them at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
They were the first people I ran into, and then it was the rest of this is history. But I'm not. Again, none of them follow me. So there's you got that on me. You are closer to friendship than I am and stuff. So good for you, man.
It was you spend so much time watching people on the internet.
Yeah.
That they be I was more nervous to meet Ken Knapsack again. I've already fucking met him. Than I would have been to meet Leonardo DiCaprio. It just
really.
Yeah, because I don't know. You don't want to be weird.
Right.
It's just you want them to like you, I guess.
With Leo, it's I can be oh, I love your work and stuff like that. But I know what you mean. With Ken and everything, it's I do Star Wars stuff. I want to maybe work with you professionally, or I want you to think I'm a cool person and things the pressure is on, man. The pressure is on.
It is.
So,
yeah.
And I mean, they always talked about on their shows how Ken is so he's intimidating. He's the nicest guy ever, but he's intimidating when you first meet him. And that is not that is accurate. That is not untrue. I don't know what I was going to say at first there, but that is
not
true. But anyway, so it's going to be a fantastic time. There's going to be a lot of people hanging out. I think we're even ending the night. We're going to end the night with an episode of Force Center. Actually, we're all going to go to the bar after everything and like hang out with Jackson and Raven and them. And so it's going to be.
So you guys are going to be
a
in
great
person
time.
At some point. Is you guys are going to be in person? Are you guys when you say you're going to the bar? Like, are you going to a bar with all these people?
I would love to. If there was like America's Bar that just like it's like it's more of like a like I feel like a concept of like an 80s song or something like America's Bar or something. If we
sometimes
we
you
could
want
go to because we're all collecting
exactly. It's Cheers,
something,
but for Star Wars
Cheers.
podcasters.
Exactly. We need a Cheers, and I think that is the digital bar. We're going to the digital bar. I would love to go to the bar with all these people, but yeah. Anyway,
Same.
Yeah, sometime soon
awesome.
It will happen.
Awesome. Well, guys, please watch the Podathon. Give to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. There's 15 hours. Tell your friends.
Tell your non-Star Wars friends and family.
And see what their reaction is. Tell them to give money just based on that. This is for a great cause, and it's what's great about this community. It's coming together for something that we love and helping people, which is, I think, is kind of what Star Wars is about. It's hope, helping people, that whole thing. But take a look at that, you guys. There's something for everybody. So take a look at that on Saturday, and I'm gonna watch it. I'll be watching it.
Well, if I can just shout out real quick too, like my boy Scotty, and then also the Podfather himself, Pete Fletzer, like they are the masterminds.
Daddy Pete Fletzer, I think.
Daddy Pete Fletzer, certified daddy. I was gonna say you guys were saying the most handsome. Like I think that would be like him on the cover. We were talking about that the other night. Like everyone's just like, everyone sees Pete and goes, like a sizzling noise and stuff like that. He's a certified daddy.
As Christian Slater said to him, visually stunning.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, so check out the Podathon, guys. It's going to be great. I'm very, very excited for it. And yeah, so with that, let's get into our main topics today. So our first story that we're going to get into today is the Book of Boba Fett. A brand new trailer dropped on, was it yesterday? On Monday. There was a couple rumblings from some Star Wars scoopers that there might be something Boba Fett coming. And we got the first trailer for the Book of Boba Fett. It shows a little bit of a glimpse of what we can expect in the series. But what I thought was really, really interesting was that kind of the reactions to it were kind of all over the place. There were some people that said they loved it. There were some people that said that it was kind of meh, and they're going to watch it anyway, but the trailer didn't work for them. Right. So I want to start with this, and we'll start with you first, Gerry. Does the trailer work? And what do you think of the trailer that they released for the Book of Boba Fett?
I mean, it worked for me because the first thing they did was slap a Omar Monk, like right at the beginning, like the giant. Give me giant, like robotic spider brain in jar monks any day. And I mean, I was hoping until I found out it was 6 episodes. I was wanting an entire episode focusing on Boba Fett, like kind of making amends with the monks. And stuff.
Is it 6 episodes?
I've heard it was 9.
That's
is it 9?
It's one of the points that I was going to bring up later, and we could talk about
6 and
turn that around.
69. You know what I'm saying?
That's what AO. But no, I did hear. I heard a little bit. I was talking with Scotty and them. I think they were saying that like the trailer was a little underwhelming, but. They know they're going to love it, kind of things like that. Not that it was like, but for me, again, robotic brain monk spider. I'm in. I don't know if you can tell. I'm on theme tonight. There you go. I'm wearing my
Boba Fett.
I call it. It's Boba Fett. I found this shirt just recently at a local store up here called Meijer, and it looks looks like if Boba Fett was selling his own Mountain Dew, like Boba Fett, like. It just looks like Mountain Dew Boba Fett, Mountain Dew Code Fett, or something to me.
You're joking about that, but that definitely sounds like a promotion that Mountain Dew would do.
It looks like Code Fett. Like they need to do something like that.
I swear to God, if there in like a month that there's a Mountain Dew code FET, I'm calling you and
waiting on
letting
those
you know.
checks. I'm waiting on those checks,
Dude,
Mountain
write the
Dew,
check.
PepsiCo.
As Anthony Mackie would say, cut the check.
Cut it. No, I just
yeah.
love that this looks like it was made in like a 90s mall at an airbrush stand or something. So that's why I got it. But dude, like the whole trailer to me, I think I said it on Twitter yesterday. It's like unadulterated action figures in the sandbox. Like it really feels like that. You got all the different, like the old school aliens and stuff, but then even like my favorite thing, this is the thing that stuck with me, is that last line from him at the end where they're talking about, oh, Jabba would have fed you to his menagerie, and he just sits there in his throne and goes, please speak freely. Just the delivery by Tamura is, it's so good.
It is.
It's so good. That got me the most excited, honestly.
Trey, what do you think? Did it work for you? Were you somewhere in the middle? What do you think?
I thought it was kind of a bad trailer, just because I don't think it really showed a lot that was exciting. Like for me, I'm already really excited for it, so I don't really, I didn't need a trailer, I guess per se. But I guess
just like the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, like Spider-Man No Way Home, you don't need a trailer for that,
right?
It's an addiction, that movie is. But like I think there were really cool shots in it. I thought the shot of what people say is like the capital city of Tatooine was really interesting. Gave me mega prequel vibes with that. With like it looked like it was like a miniature set, which is pretty cool. Definitely has like a little bit of Godfather vibes with it, like with Boba Fett just like sitting at a table with a bunch of Trandoshans, just like negotiating, like so you come to me. It was really cool. So it was awesome seeing more of Tamir Morrison and more of Fennec Shand. Ming-Na Wen was great. I love them together. They're such a cool pairing in the Star Wars universe, and I'm really excited for the show. December is going to be absolutely nuts for a lot of people, including myself. I don't quite know how I'll handle it, but I'm looking forward to all of this goodness.
Yeah. I kind of landed in the middle where I thought, oh, okay, decent trailer. I was already excited for it, but I think if you had told me a year ago I was going to be excited for a Boba Fett show.
Why did everyone hate Boba Fett so much?
I didn't hate Boba Fett. I just thought that he was incredibly overrated. I thought that he was just like, oh, he looked cool, but other than that,
he was if your bully, your childhood bully had a favorite character in Star Wars, it was Boba Fett.
Right, exactly.
Him or Maul.
I think that's a really good analogy. I think that's right. But I
just like him because he's so badass. He doesn't say a word.
Look, he uses.
He beats the shit out of people and has daddy issues.
Exactly. He's alone like me.
Exactly. But I think what's interesting about the show now is that I do kind of the Polynesian spa worked wonders for old Boba because he really does.
That does one hell of a drug.
I saw someone post something. It's like it was that meme, the girl who's like the scrunchy face and she said this is great. This is great radio explaining memes.
Visual meme.
It was saying Boba Fett took a back to bath or something, and then it says Boba Fett looks better because Boba Fett is getting it on the regular. Listen, good
little
hashtag Bonic action.
Me, what?
Like I said, Boba Fett is like Ron from Parks and Rec when he has sex, he wears the red shirt the next day.
Feels like Tiger Woods. Where's the red shirt? Yeah, man. If Boba Fett comes out in a red Nike polo, the second episode.
God. I've never wanted something more than just not even saying anything about it. Just like Tamir Morrison comes out and just like a croc, just comes out like, hey, I'm feeling good.
Here's
I'm just Superman making my way through your mom.
So and speaking of Boba Fett having sex, and this is a shout out to our friends over at Geeky Waffle. Do we think that him and Fennec Shand are going to get together? Are they going to kith? Do you think they'll kith?
I'm all for it.
Are you? What's the name of the ship?
I stand it. I
Boba
stand
Shand or
Bonik.
Boba?
Bonik is
that
if
even
we're going
sounds sexual.
geeky
Like,
waffle, and
it's
they
just-
Maggie and Arzu and all of them, they're like Bonik, #Bonik. That's their thing. And I don't. They were like talking about that. There's that like that shot of them on the balcony that is very Disney. Honestly, it's very like oh,
Aladdin.
I hope they look
I'm gruff.
deeply in each other's eyes. Like I really hope that happens.
You're gruff too, but you're gonna bring out
I
the
deeply,
kindness in
truly
me.
hate you.
Trey, are Finnick and Boba gonna kiss?
I kind of hope not. I mean, they're
Really?
a badass pairing. I don't like it, if it happens.
They don't have
like
to.
if it happens naturally, like that's fine. Like that's kind of how I felt with Ray and Ben. Is I was like, I don't need it to happen, but like if it happens and it like flows, then like sure, you know, it's definitely like the 35th thing I'm going into Boba Fett looking forward to. There's a lot more before that, but I just want Fennec to be as good of a character as she was in both Bad Batch and Mandalorian. As long as she and Boba are like true to their own characters, I don't personally care too much about Bonik, but I think they're awesome as a pairing together, whether it's platonic or romantic.
You know, and I kind of want to I want to transition into kind of the next part of where I want to go into. And I think Anthony's question or Anthony's comment talking about the Sarlacc pit, I want to see him climbing into the Sarlacc pit in a flashback. Absolutely. And going off that, what are you guys most excited for in this series? Is there any one particular thing you want to see? Is there something you don't want to see? I don't, is there something you'd hate to see? What are you most excited for about the show? Or what do you need to see in the show? Let me rephrase that.
What do I need to see? I honestly, I don't like, so, okay. I hear the rumors. I'm not sure where exactly they come from, if they come from reliable sources or not, but you hear like you heard the rumblings that like they were saying, oh, just about anything you want to happen in a Boba Fett like project, like you're gonna get in this is what I've heard.
What do you want a Boba Fett project then?
I mean, I think we are gonna get, I think we are gonna get him crawling out of the Sarlacc. I really think we're gonna get that. I just want, again, like what I saw, I want to see Boba again being true to Boba, but not being like they've really added a lot of depth to that character where he's not. He really is like I mean, to use the old Western terms, black hat, white hat. They kind of turned him into like a white hat a little bit, like he's a bounty hunter. He'll do what he needs to do. Like, don't cross him. He's deadly, but he's also like, he has a heart. Like he's got a heart of gold or whatever, or at least he has honor. That's the thing. He has honor. He's the kind of thief you want to run into. But I don't know. I just want to see him. I just want to see him doing what he was doing, like trying to lay claim. Like, there's this kid who came up in the galaxy. Everyone, like in the Clone Wars and everything, we see him getting like, pushed down, all that kind of stuff. The people who were raising him, like Bosk and Aura Singh, I mean, they were still not great role models and everything. This guy's been kind of pushed around all his life. I want to see him coming back and like saying, "No, I'm back and I'm in charge this time." And I don't know, that's very general, but I'm just that's all I'm excited to see. If that is going to happen, we get that. We're getting the Godfather in Star Wars basically, and for me, that's the world. I'll gladly take that.
I got Trey. What are you most excited to see, or what do you need to see?
I think the power dynamics of who fills the seat that Jabba has left. I think that's really interesting. Just like the kind of underworld of Tatooine and like the criminal organizations. Something I want to kind of bring up. I know it's not in the show notes, but it came out yesterday was that rumored Maul show. And kind of tying back to that, I think it'd be pretty cool to see Kira come in as the leader 100%. Of
Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn. Like she makes the seat or she makes like a push for the throne kind of thing. That would be pretty cool. There's like a lot of guys coming in. Maybe like Boba takes claim of the throne, and then there's a lot of different bounty hunters that are like, oh, like hold on now, we've been here. You were while you were slowly digested in the middle of a Sarlacc pit. We were out here kicking ass trying to get this seat. You can't just take it.
Right.
So I think that that kind of power struggle is really cool, and obviously seeing how Boba Fett gets out of the Starlight Pit is something I think a lot of fans want to see. I personally want to see my father, Cobb Vanth, show up.
Yes,
that would be pretty
slob
cool.
on that Cobb. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I'll take
seeing
seconds.
Cobb would be
Yes.
really interesting.
I'll
I know.
Seconds. Hey, Connor, what's up, buddy? Thanks for joining us, man.
Connor,
what's up? Yeah, I think I want to make a point before we go on, and I think Trey has made a really, really good point about some of the connections that I want to see. What I'm most excited for is seeing more of Tamora, because I remember when there was talks that like Boba Fett was coming back, like, oh, do you cast Daniel Logan or do you cast Tamora Morrison? And this is no offense to Daniel Logan, because I think he could have done a good job too, but like,
yeah,
what I think sold me on Boba Fett returning was the episode where where Den took Grogu to the Jedi Mountain, and like you finally got to see Boba Fett kicking ass. And like,
you mean the best episode of The Mandalorian?
Yeah, I completely I think mine. There are so many like just bangers of episodes in season 2, like, you know, the first episode, the Marshal, and then, you know, where Grogu, or what's it called, the disaster, not, or the
tragedy.
The tragedy, yeah, where Boba shows up again,
The sad time.
But like, I think what has universally been said has been like, it's just so nice to have Tamora here, because like, he is not only is he a great representative of Star Wars, but like, he's kicking ass as Boba Fett, and I don't think Daniel Logan could have conveyed what Tamora did. And like, the more and more I see him, the more and more I like him, which is like, that's indicative of a great actor, and that's indicative of like, there is real potential in this character. Put up the question from Nick. Do you want Dan Logan as a young Boba? Yeah, that
could be cool.
It could be cool, but like, how do you make that work? Like, where in the timeline do you like show him? Do you like show him like, is this a couple years after Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, or is this like 5 years before Return of the Jedi? Because if it's 5 years,
his first interaction with Han Solo, and it can be Daniel Logan.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah, like have him in Jabba's palace or something. Like maybe just a couple years after. Then you pull Alden Ehrenreich. Oh my gosh. Anyway, never mind.
Stop it. Why would you say? Oh my god.
Now I'm geeking.
Tamara also gives.
Go ahead. Well, go ahead.
Gerry, go ahead. Gerry, go. I'm Gerry. Okay. Go, and then Trey, go.
I lost it. Go, Trey. Go, Trey.
Trey, go.
Oh my god. I feel like having Tamara Morrison in the show gives me validation as a giant Jango Fett fan. Mm-hmm. Just too, it feels like that lineage is keeping on, as well as the clones and you know, the prequels and stuff. It's just nice having him specifically be Boba Fett, whereas it could be, you know, they could have like a voice that's similar to his, but like casting him to come back was just so cool, because he never actually really was Boba Fett. Like, I know we have like, he's the voice in the special editions and stuff, but like, to my knowledge, he wasn't ever like actually Boba Fett until
this is
like,
the first.
Yeah. So even though like it's been him the whole time, like it's actually cool seeing him. And I think from The Mandalorian, we've all like gained a new perspective and a new appreciation of that character. So it's cool to see like Boba Fett 2.0 kind of come back, you know?
Well, and I know a lot of people were like, oh, you need to recast him, make him someone different than like, I don't know if you saw a lot of that or whatever. Like if you put Boba Fett, like recast someone takes up the mantle of Boba Fett, make it the Dread Pirate Roberts. And I was like,
that doesn't make, I don't like that.
No, I like what we get. I love Tamira. Tamira deserves it. The dude is having fun. And I remember what I was going to say, and this is just on the side. You know what I really need from this show?
What's that?
Is more of that kick-ass Boba Fett theme, because that was the best when that kicks in towards the end after he gets the armor. I can't do it justice. You can't.
I know, but I know what you were talking. I know what you mean.
Orchestrate that. Yeah, no, I need more of that. It was in the trailer a little bit, so I just like make it wall to wall, just that. I'll be happy. I'm fine. I want to listen to that theme the whole time.
I got you. And Trey, I want to go back to your point of of different connections. You were talking about Kira possibly showing up. I think it's at a couple points we have talked about it on the pod about potential underworld characters we'd love to see in this show. I think we've definitely talked about Cad Bane showing up.
Babu Frick.
Babu Frick, yeah.
Dude.
The most important underworld
That would be
character,
cool.
Babu Frick. Who are you guys expecting to see? Do you think we'll see any of them, or do you think they're gonna? I know that we've talked a little bit about the Maul show that's rumored to be in production right now. That's an animated show. What characters from the underworld would you like to see in the show? And Trey, go first.
I think Cad Bane's the one for me. Like a live action Cad Bane would be pretty sick. But I mean, now that I mentioned it, like I really do think it'd be cool to bring in Alden Ehrenreich's Han Solo. Like it would totally work in my opinion. I mean, having a Han and Boba Fett come back, I mean, you'd have to put some makeup on Alden to make him look a little bit older, just because Solo's
you don't even need makeup, man.
20 years ago.
What they can do with CGI now, like that's
yeah. I mean, I think it might be a little easier, but I think that would be pretty cool. Cad Bane would be pretty cool. It sounded like Pedro's. I've had some people say it wasn't Pedro. Some people say it was in the trailer. Like the very first person talking, like he's saying like you said that you I heard you were a bounty hunter, kind of thing. That sounded a lot like Pedro. So I
thought so too. That's
probably get Din in the show, which would be pretty sick. And then just maybe a few more Mandalorians. Interesting.
I had that same question if it was Din at the beginning with where they showed the Ithorian. I kind of think that it was probably that Ithorian who was sitting on the throne.
So much like
it did though. Like I kind of was like, well, are they putting Din in it just to like
on all the like? Well, I was gonna say on all the they're making it alien. They're saying Alien 1 on all the subtitles and everything, but. I mean, you can hear a little bit of that Ithorian like before each line.
And it could just be a translator.
Subtle.
Like that.
But it's maybe, and someone was saying like maybe Din in his spare time has started like people do like audiobooks and stuff. Maybe he's just been, you have to have someone like
Din's
read
a voiceover
the basic
actor
and stuff. He's voiceover. He's doing
he's losing his job
recording
to Chris
lines
Pratt.
For that vocalizer.
I think that he picked up the Rosetta Stone version of Ithorian, and he's getting it.
Exactly.
So Gerry, what characters do you want to see? Is Cad Bane in there, or is there somebody outside the box? What do you
Cad
think?
Bane, of course, but I don't know. We've said all of the big ones, right? I mean, like to see, and I haven't finished the War of the Bounty Hunters or anything. I'm kind of behind on that. I honestly want to get the last few issues and catch up on that. Not that I don't know if any of it'll come into play, but it'd be kind of cool if they pulled like something, because
Ochia Bastoon?
Oh my God. If Ochia
is everywhere.
If Ochi
and nowhere
if you put Ochi in this shit and he's like wearing the helmet and stuff, I mean, Twitter would explode. I like my header right now is Ochi kicking in a door. It's the panel where he's kicking in the door saying, "I'm Ochia Bastoon." And stuff like
that,
which is what he did. Which is what he did to a bunch of people. He did to all of us in December of 2019.
It's kind of like I think that's just how he enters every room. He just like kicks down the door and says, "I'm Ochia Bastoon."
That's how Ray's parents knew he was there. I'm Ochia Bastoon.
Video of Big Bird. He kicks the door in and then just walks in. That's Ochi of Bastoon coming for Ray.
It's the TikTok that does the Kesha song. I hear your heart beat to the beat of the drum.
Yeah, I know.
Just knock on it. It's just Ochi and Bastoon.
My God, I would love it. I would love that. But I mean, like, I would flip if we get Ochi. I would flip.
Yeah.
But honestly, I watched the first episode, The Marshal of season 2 of The Mandalorian. I started it last night, and Gore Koresh and whatever. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm excited. We got that Ithorian who seems to be a crime boss. We've got those others like the different species that Boba's talking to at the table, including the Trandoshans and stuff. And I'm excited to see new underworld players and stuff, because it's a big galaxy and everything, and everyone they've introduced so far. I mean, even like, hey, what if we get Mayfeld? You know,
hey, fucking Boston and Star Wars.
Boston Star Wars. Well, we get a Boston Star Wars.
Hey,
hey,
what is it? Sam Adams, park the car. I'm sorry,
but they've done phenomenal with the characters they've just created for the underworld in this. I mean, and also bringing. I think we're gonna get fan favorites for sure. But that's. I'm just kind of. I'm sorry. I'm boring because I'm just ready for the ride, man. I'm ready for the ride.
Ready for the ride, man. Like me and Trey at Smuggler's Run and Galaxy's Edge, just ready for the ride, man. You know, we're just having a good old fashioned American time, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's move on to our next topic. I think we've talked, a little bit about Book of Boba Fett, but I think the biggest story that's come out in the past month or so is Hayden Christensen is coming back as Anakin again. And the Hollywood Reporter they are reporting that Hayden Christensen is coming back as Anakin Skywalker in the Ahsoka Tano show. Or as I put in the show notes, Zaddy is home.
Can I read my text with Bill?
Yes, you may. Please do.
Okay.
Please do.
5:44 p.m. Wake up, bitch. Daddy is returning. This picture. He said,
yes!
Sir, Zaddy's home. Me, Zaddy, Bill. What are the details? I'm driving. Me, 0 details, but Zaddy's back.
0 details, but Zaddy is back, which is kind of like
Zaddy's
where we're
home.
at, where we're at right now. And I want to read a couple quotes from the Hollywood Reporter report. And it starts with, Hayden Christensen is staying in the fold of the Galactic Empire. The actor will reprise the role of Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, in Ahsoka, the latest Star Wars live-action series from Lucasfilm and Disney+. Multiple sources tell the Hollywood Reporter. And they go on to say, it is unclear how Skywalker, or for that matter, Vader will figure into Ahsoka, which, like Mandalorian, is set 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, and therefore after Vader's death. First of all, I think this is really, 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 really exciting. I think it offers a ton of potential in terms of what you can do, and we'll talk about some of the things that I think here in a second. But Trey, I want to start with you. What do you think we should expect for his return in the series?
It's tricky because I think everyone's just like, oh, Force Ghost, but I don't know. Like, I think maybe Ahsoka visits like a Jedi temple and has a Force connection with him. Like, he reaches out to her. But I also like, you know how when The Mandalorian season 2 was coming out, we already knew so many actors were returning to be in that show. I kind of hate that this was reported beforehand, because how cool would it have, do you know how I wouldn't have survived if I saw Ahsoka and Anakin in live action together without knowing that was gonna which
is probably why reliability.
They had signed a freaking NDA, like Andrew Garfield saying he's the werewolf in Spider-Man. But I mean, I posted a reaction video for watching Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka and Mandalorian. I cried. I was so happy. That's my favorite character in Star Wars. Love Ahsoka so much. That was awesome. If I didn't know that Anakin was coming in and Hayden Christensen popped up, it's over. It's like Vince Carter. It's over.
Yeah.
So that would have been awesome. But I mean, I don't know. I think another thing is just the flashbacks. I think we're probably seeing a lot of flashbacks with this and with Kenobi. Although I don't want Rosario Dawson to play like a 15-year-old Ahsoka in live action. That would be kind of weird. I would be cool if they cast someone else to play like a younger Snips. But I don't know. I don't know what the show is going to be. I know they're probably going to be looking for Ezra, but like, is that a third season kind of thing? Like that happens in like season 3 as they find Ezra. They find Ezra at the end of season 1. Like how many episodes is this? So I don't have a lot of answers to the questions, but it's really cool that Hayden is like comfortable, I guess, being back as Anakin, because I know the prequels, a lot of the actors in the prequels had a really hard time with how those films were portrayed, perceived, and the hate that a lot of the actors got. And I know Hayden Christensen is probably got the worst of it all for his how he acted. For you can make a lot of arguments if it was bad or good. I think it was good, but so it's like nice that he's coming back, and it's nice seeing him on the Empire State Building. The same day I was like a block away from the Empire State Building, so I like breathe the same air as Hayden, not to like flex on anyone, but
you're like going over there with a jar.
I think what's interesting. My first thought, and I think I tweeted this, was, oh my god, he must have killed it in Obi-Wan. Like that's kind
what
of
what is he doing in Obi-Wan though? Like I don't even like what is he gonna be doing in that show too?
Because I think that like we all love the prequels here. We're all prequelists here, but I think that like the problems with the prequels were never the actors. I think it was always dialogue. It was always direction. I don't think anybody who was involved with the prequels was a bad actor, and I don't think, because like what was it, the movie that Hayden Christensen was in? What was it? Where he played the reporter or who plagiarized?
It's called Shattered Glass, bitch.
Shattered Glass. There you go. Shattered Glass, bitch.
Do you know? I know someone
Glass,
saw that movie. Rosario Dawson is in that movie.
That's true.
He works for a newspaper called the New Republic. I mean, come on, foreshadowing.
Holy hell, man!
That movie's crazy. I highly recommend everyone to see that movie.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
So good. It's so good.
I thought that was my first thought, was that he killed an Obi-Wan. And that kind of got me really, really excited for like, because I don't think they would have brought him back if he didn't do an incredible job, or not an incredible job, or a good job.
You guys ever seen in that movie Little Italy?
No,
I haven't seen Little Italy.
No, I
love
haven't.
it.
But that
what if he comes in and he's his? What if he's his
good
character from Jumper or something? And Samuel L. Jackson from Jumper follows behind him.
Comment from Reagan. What?
Oh yeah,
What?
She told me that before. Actually,
Excuse. Reagan is the most
no other
interesting person in the
comments.
world.
Someone send her a StreamYard link right now.
No.
All
Let
she
me
drinks
get this
is Dos Equis. That's all she drinks. She's the most
interesting woman in the world.
There you go.
My dad
There you
would
go.
get along.
It was a long walk, but we got there.
But Gerry, what do you think? What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. What should we expect from his return in the series, Gerry?
I mean, honestly, like, everyone was really going. I'm with you, Trey, a little bit. Like, everyone was like, Force Ghost, Force Ghost, Force Ghost, Force Ghost. We're like, we have flashbacks in Star Wars now. I remember a time like back before like The Last Jedi was coming out or anything, where I was like, oh, Star Wars doesn't do flashbacks. It doesn't, I had my strict Star Wars rules. And then Rian Johnson put me over his knee and spanked my ass and was like, no,
Ruin Johnson.
Ruin
Stop
Johnson.
it.
Yeah.
We dare not speak that name.
And then I learned the lesson that all the other nerds needed to learn. But no, I'm just kidding. No, I love that movie. But like, this got weird real quick. But anyway,
In a fun way.
In a fun way, exactly. It's supposed to. I really think that, I want live action Anakin and Ahsoka. Like, I want to have those. Like, the Clone Wars is. I think a lot of people are doing themselves a disservice by saying like, oh, it's just animation and stuff like that. I've never been someone like that. The stories are just as important. But to get them in live action, just to have it in my head, just to say that like I've seen them, and now maybe it'll draw more people to that series and stuff like that. But just to have them together, and whether it's a hologram or whether it is just her thinking back to lessons that she's learned, whether it's him in a holocron, whether it's whatever,
Holocron, be cool.
I hope that you know what, Filoni and team, whoever, I don't know who all's working on Ahsoka. I don't know who the director and all that is of most of that, but make me cry. Just make me cry the whole time.
That's all I
Like,
ask.
seriously. Just
That's
make me
all
cry.
I ask.
And also to see Ahsoka with, I don't know if we'll ever be able to. I mean, technically they do have the Luke ready to roll. If you give him with like Luke and Leia, I will die. I will die. I don't know.
That's I kind of the biggest, we've talked about the two big possibilities of how he returns. It's the Force Ghost and it's a flashback. But I think that Anakin and Luke not just interacting, but they could interact. Who knows? But like Luke and Anakin being in the same series, interacting with Anakin's apprentice. That's it. That's the show, man. Like
I have an idea.
Go on.
Ahsoka is definitely grieving when we see her in The Mandalorian, right? Like something is wrong with her. I think she finds out Anakin died, but doesn't know that he turned back to good. I think in order for her to fully like from that point on to the point when we see her in the Rebels epilogue, I think maybe she goes and she sees Luke Skywalker and Luke tells her, hey, I saved Anakin. Anakin was still alive in there. And he turned back to the light. And I think that like is a huge weight off of her shoulders. And I think maybe then like she communicates with Anakin and Anakin like tells her like, you were always like I can never let go because, I always knew that you were still alive and a part of me was still alive if you're still alive. So I think a focal point for Ahsoka's journey is finding out that Anakin actually did come back to the light. And who else can tell her that besides Luke Skywalker? So I honestly kind of expect Luke and Ahsoka to have an interaction at some point, possibly in that show.
Yeah, no,
and I'll cry.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So hard.
And that just that idea of Luke being the kind of the catalyst to realizing, or for Ahsoka to realize that her master returned, that Anakin was still there. That's powerful, dude. Like, I think
hell yeah.
For me, I have a friend who's been asking me questions about Star Wars and like how to get into Star Wars and like what they should watch, and they asked about Rebels, and I said that the Twilight of the Apprentice is probably my favorite Star Wars thing ever, and it's because of that moment between Vader and Ahsoka, that brief glimpse that Ahsoka sees of Anakin, and just being able to heal from that after seeing that, like in an Ahsoka show, like just gets me so excited. Like I love those characters so much. I want to see what possibilities could come from that. And speaking of, if they do go the Force Ghost route, do you guys think that it's a possibility that we could see, other Force Ghosts, Obi-Wan, Yoda, Qui-Gon? What do you guys think?
Be kind of funny if Obi-Wan and Anakin were just shooting the shit, like Ahsoka walks in on them, like having like a Force Ghost argument, and then they're like, "Oh, Ahsoka," and then they're like, that'd be kind of funny.
What are they fighting about?
Fighting about sand. Obi-Wan's like, I lived on sand. Like, hey, man, I lived on Tatooine. I raised your son. It's not that bad.
Sand like, is soft, not rough.
I mean, it's not great for your skin, apparently. It's not. Unless your name is Boba Fett.
That's true.
Then it is.
That's true. What do you think, Gerry?
I don't know. Now all I've got is like, I mean, I would love to see them. If it calls for it, I would absolutely love to see it. I mean, especially if you get like, I mean, I think in Kenobi we might get the Qui-Gon Jinn Force Ghost
for sure.
I mean, Liam Neeson is. I mean, he's done the voice for Qui-Gon. Like, there's hardly been anything Qui-Gon that he hasn't voiced or done, right? Like he even did it in the Clone Wars and stuff. So I think he's always ready to come back. He's like Anthony Daniels, and he might play Qui-Gon Jinn in a cereal commercial, but that might just be weird. But that's fine. But I want to see it. But all I've got in my head now is especially like after like Trey, you talking about like them having like a Force Ghost argument. Like I just got like, what if like she walks in and it's like they do like a haunted mansion style like just number, like ooh
They just start
Jedi
singing.
ghosts and Jedi spooks. Yeah. Just kind of a hear this Jedi
Spooky season
ween or
is
whatever.
over.
Halloween. Hey, Star Wars needs a Halloween special. We already got. Well, we got the
Terrifying
Lego one.
Tales.
Let's get a live
Terrifying
action one.
Tales.
Let's get a live action
I
one
got
with
you.
those
Holiday
ghosts like going
special
around
is pretty
possessing people.
terrifying though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. I think I might finally watch that this year. We'll see. I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for it. But you know, there's just so much to be excited for with this show. I'm just incredibly excited to see what happens. I'm incredibly excited to see when I think there's rumors that it's filming this
Next
winter,
year.
and I think I was watching Fat Man Beyond the other day. That's the Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin show, and he kind of like, I think Mark is making a movie right now, like a film that he's always wanted to make, and he wanted Rosario Dawson to be the lead or something like that, and he kind of let slip that she was gonna do it, but she said she's filming Star Wars, and that's like this month or next month. So like,
what's going on?
Who knows? And you know, I think this transitions nicely into our final story for tonight. We've got the Disney Plus Day fast approaching, which, by the way, this year has gone like it's been a shit show.
Filming this winter, apparently.
Shit.
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah. Sorry, my Lego Kylo Ren fell off my shelf.
Oh no, it's a Force Ghost. Yeah,
it is. It's the Terrifying Tales. It's the ghost of Christian Slater, who's still alive but still a ghost somehow. But Disney Plus Day is coming. It's November 12th. And you know, I think there's already some like Boba Fett stuff planned. I think they're doing something, but there have been kind of rumors from the quote unquote scoopers that there potentially could be something similar to the Disney Investors Day last year. And I just want to talk about that for very, very briefly. Do you guys think we'll get any announcements a la the Disney Investors meeting last year? Or kind of, I just want to see what are your expectations and what are your pie in the sky, just totally balls to the wall stuff that you would love to see announced at the Disney Plus Day. Gerry, go ahead.
Oh man. Well, the funny thing about the Investors Day, like last year, I was on a plane when all the announcements started happening. So I landed, literally, I took off and there was nothing new. It was like just Star Wars business as usual. I land and it's like, we're getting Ahsoka, we're getting Obi-Wan, we're getting this, we're getting that, like just boom, 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 boom. Twitter's freaking out. Scotty was blowing up my phone. I mean, it was incredible.
Oh God, what did Scotty yell? It was like,
Anakin, Star Wars anime.
Oh God, it was.
Oh man,
it's a collaborative experience. No, it culminates in a big experience. I can't remember exactly, but like,
I just remember the anime one. That was that just comes up recently.
I think I like as soon as that happened, I messaged it to Trey and just dying laughing, just seeing his face. But yeah,
best reactions on the internet. Best reactions on the internet. Scotty Hero, the internet sensation. I mean, because of that, I think I'm expecting a little bit. I think we might get like our first looks at some of the stuff that we know is coming. Like Kenobi, we might get some Kenobi because they're done. Like they've wrapped Kenobi, haven't they? So we could get a sizzler on that kind of stuff. I don't know if we're gonna get. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna release too much. If we're gonna get too many announcements and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Like maybe maybe that Maul series that has been rumored recently that Cinelink's dropped. I think a line on yesterday. Maybe that Maul animated series and maybe that Maul animated series gets announced. Or something, we get a title or something like Crimson Dawn or something or whatever. I don't know, man. I think that we could get a few nuggets. I don't know if it's going to be quite as earth shaking as last year.
Okay.
So like, I don't know if you can get on a plane for like like an hour and then land and like the entire landscape of Star Wars has changed. I don't know if that's going to happen this year.
Trey, what are your expectations?
Definitely the Maul show. I think we could probably see like joining Rosario Dawson in Ahsoka is Lars Mikkelsen as Grand Admiral Thrawn, Nana Masood as Ezra Bridger, and Tia Sakar is returning to play Sabine Wren. Like that kind of announcements with like pictures of them, and then probably like a poster for Kenobi, and maybe like a scissor that shows like Hayden back as Vader and that sort of thing.
I always like, I'm a positive guy. I always like go for the like,
sure.
I want to like see, I want to assume that they're going to bring me the best stuff, but like, you know, Star Wars TV has a thing where it like doesn't really show trailers until like 3 or 4 months out, or like Book of Boba Fett. They literally just showed the first trailer a month before it comes out. So like, I would absolutely love to see like something from, you know, Kenobi. But my expectations are kind of low. Just because I think that like it just, based on what they've done so far, like sure, they might announce a couple things. Like I definitely think that announcing the Crimson Dawn show, the Maul show, is a possibility. But like, and maybe they release a picture of Kenobi. But like, it's just hard for me to see a trailer for hell. I think they'd show Andor before they would show Kenobi,
no, Kenobi comes out first.
Yeah, that's true. I just, unless Kenobi is way ahead of schedule and like they're just like, okay, Book of Boba Fett comes out and then has 9 episodes, and then like after that comes out like 2 weeks later we get Kenobi, and at that point it would be like February or March. Like, unless that's the announcement, like I just don't have a whole lot of expectations other than like, you know, maybe it's mostly a Boba Fett centric thing. It kind of reminds me of like, you know, whenever there was like when all the sequels were coming out, it was always rumored that when there was like a new episode of the Star Wars show that was coming out, that like the rumor was like, oh, it's coming out. Like they're going to release stuff on the Star Wars show. You just wait for the Star Wars show.
Yeah.
And then it just never comes out. I kind of think that's where this is the Disney Plus Day is the Star Wars show. Not that I don't love the Star Wars show. I love the Star Wars show. It's just, I'm not expecting earth-shattering news. I'm expecting like a very, very enjoyable, fun day with some Boba Fett stuff, you know, and maybe they do a couple surprises. Maybe they announce that when the Bad Batch comes out next year, you know, that kind of, maybe they do release dates. Maybe that's what.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is maybe we just get a whole, because last year it was just a bunch of titles and logos just to say it's real. And so maybe now we get like, here's this, and this. These are coming. These several projects are coming out this date, this date.
As much my pie in the sky thing is a Nintendo Direct-esque thing of just like, here's all the footage that we have and here's the release date, and like, but I know that it's probably going to be not that. So yeah. Anything else, guys, before we wrap up about Disney Plus Day? Any final thoughts, Gerry?
Just that I hope I get off work in time to go and like yell with Scotty on a stream, because I'm sure that's happening again. I just hope we get a few moments just like Star Wars anime and whatever collaborative experience. Hopefully we'll get some fun stuff to yell. It's like that. That's
absolutely
the thing. That's the thing.
Absolutely. All right. And with that, guys, that's the show today. Thank you guys so much for listening. Be sure to go over to the Bombadcast page. I'm going to be over there with Gerry here in an hour or so, and we're going to do an episode of Hyperfocus. So, Gerry, do you want to plug anything before we wrap up for tonight?
I mean, just you did great there, honestly. But yeah, go check out the Bombadcast YouTube channel. We do Hyperfocus every Tuesday, Bombad Gaming every Wednesday with my boy Scotty, and then we do our main show, and then of course every Thursday. But then of course we got Podathon again. So guys, spread the word, check it out. You can follow me at the Canon Junkie on Twitter, and besides that, like, thanks for having me back on, guys. It's been a blast. Seriously,
buddy.
I love hanging out with you guys.
It's always so effing fun to have you on here. You are such a wonderful person, a wonderful friend, and we love having you on here. I will not stop. I can't. I physically cannot. But thank you for coming on again, buddy. Trey, where can they find you on Twitter, bud?
Here we go. It's always inverted, so it's like
it's here. And you can find me on Twitter at Star Wars Bill. Be sure to follow Skywalking through the league on Twitter at SkywalkingTL. And once again, come join me and Gerry over at Hyperfocus on the Bombadcast. And
we're talking about whatever we want to.
Whatever we want to. All right. As always, Godspeed, Rebels. See you soon. Mwah.